Okay, just a mini lesson about something about the class. There's going to be more about this in the next couple weeks, but an important element to read is the element in week 1 that talks about the overall course approach to the papers. So in the class, every person, every student is going to choose one topic. And we're going to spend, probably about 3 to 4 weeks, maybe about 3 weeks choosing that topic. So you are going to choose one topic and you are going to write 3 papers from different perspectives about that topic. So the first paper is a mini memoir, and the second paper is a choice between an annotated bibliography and an interview, and then the last paper, I call it the capstone paper, where you bring everything together. So the important thing to remember is that the course project are the papers, the 3 papers, and you will pick a topic that is interesting to you. And then first you'll write a paper about your relationship or perspective on the topic, like why is that an important topic to you. And if you look at the first paper assignment, I have a whole bunch of examples of things students have done in the past. Then the second paper is research about that topic, and then the last paper is bringing everything together. So it doesn't have to be about your major or anything like that. It can be something that's interesting to you, this theme or topic, but the papers will all be interconnected. I'll give you an example. So, well, there's so many examples. A student was a welding major, and he wrote his first paper about how and why he kind of fell in love with welding. And it was a kind of complicated story because there were various people that influenced him, and then he had tried other things and this sort of thing. And then the second paper was research about an aspect of welding, and then the third paper was, actually I don't remember, but it was something about like some kind of issue in welding that he had a position on. So the papers can also be like on a more personal topic. So I had a student who worked in the she grew up in the funeral industry, and she talked about about growing up in the funeral industry and all of her experiences, and then she did research about it, and then she just kind of wrote the last paper bringing in the research and her personal experience together. You'll see a bunch of samples for paper 1, 2, and 3 are in the samples folder. So I think I have material in the class of a student who wrote about narcissistic personality disorder. So she wrote about her experience with it, and then her next paper she interviewed somebody who had experience with it, and then her last paper she kind of like synthesized it all together. So but you are going to pick something that's interesting to you and hopefully useful for you to write about. And research shows that people write better at a higher quality when they're actually interested in the topic that they're writing about.